He was really quite upset, and he had to go and take a minute. For him to come to me and relay a story, it has to be something pretty serious, he said. Responding to the allegations, Mr Davies said, "If any offence was caused, I apologise unreservedly." Jaclyn Symes Joe Armao, "No one can claim their behaviour is perfect," he said in a written statement. "No one from the establishment has raised any issues with me subsequent to the evening. It is troubling that it now appears I am the target of a political smear campaign." The Victorian Parliament held a formal meeting voting and debating on bills in Bright in April last year. The intention, according to the Parliament's website, was so community members could find out more about the Victorian Parliament and interact with MPs. Mr Davies witnessed the incident and apologised to the venue staff on the night, while Jaclyn Symes, the Attorney-General and government leader in the upper house, said sorry to the owners the next day after being briefed by a member of her staff who also witnessed the event. MPs were dining at the Bright Brewery in April last year. Mr Shaw wrote an email, seen by The Age, to Ms Symes on the day after the incident to thank her for apologising on behalf of the group of MPs. The manager, who no longer works at the company, said the staff who served Mr Davies appreciated the apology. Mr Davies was at the bar and witnessed the episode. "There was swearing, it was very forceful and abusive," he said. "The manager came over to us to complain and I apologised to him on behalf of Parliament because I wanted him to understand this isn't how we all behave." On Thursday, Mr Guy put Mr Davies, who is the leader of the opposition in the upper house, on a final warning, but did not reprimand him for admitting to drinking too much and acting inappropriately towards guests at a gala dinner on Saturday. 4 witnesses said he was hugging men and women and talking in close proximity to people who did not want to engage with him. One person said they saw Mr Davies fall over on 2 different occasions on the night. Mr Guy said he was very upset, that he needed to confront the misdemeanours of Mr Davies, whom Labour ministers say should be punished for what Environment Minister Lily D'Ambrosio claimed was a pattern of behaviour. The coalition has been buoyed in recent months by internal polling indicating the contest with Labour is closer than published polls, which indicate a massive Labour lead, suggest. The opposition has been running a relatively disciplined message on the government's handling of the health system, and Mr Davies' scrutiny of the Andrews government's infrastructure projects and high spending levels is one of the coalition's main assets. Loading but Mr Davies' recent behaviour, along with QMP Tim Smith's car crash and radical commentary from upper house backbencher Bernie Finn, is causing a fresh distraction for Mr Guy in an election year. The Andrews government on Thursday moved a motion noting the facts alleged in the Age's initial report, condemning the behaviour and calling on Mr Davies to apologise in the Parliament. Ms D'Ambrosio, who has been in Parliament with Mr Davies for 2 decades, said there were many accounts of his behaviour on Saturday night, which she said caused offence to members of the multicultural community gathered for the Victorian Multicultural Commission Gala. Mr Guy said he did not see Mr Davies acting inappropriately at Saturday's event because he was mingling with guests. He said he first heard of Mr Davies' behaviour on Wednesday, though several of Mr Guy's colleagues told The Age that Mr Davies' actions were being widely discussed in the party room all week at Parliament.